everyone, welcome back. My name is Starr and I'm a light renegade, part of a collective of Pleiadian beings bringing you information from beyond the veil. Hello everyone. Oh my gosh, it feels like the longest time since I've been over here. Very grateful for all of you that have been emailing in and wanting to correspond with us. It very much fills our hearts with joy and we love just connecting in with you. So thank you for those that have been doing that. And to those that have been doing one-on-one sessions with me recently, it's been really beautiful to be able to be connecting in with much more of you from this team, our alliance. And yeah, I'm ever grateful for the growing community that we have and to those joining and those consistent viewers that we've had. You know, we very much appreciate you over here and we feel your light and love. And you know, I feel the absence when I'm not over here and not sharing every day. I get to sit in all of your energies every day, and yeah, I've been missing that this week, so apologies everyone. But I've been really busy behind the scenes. I've not had as much connection with my teams in the usual way like I would, and bringing in messages for you all, because I've been doing a lot of timeline adjustments and a lot of things that have just been very particular. I wasn't expecting work to get so meticulous as it has been of late, and I've been learning a lot of new things, a lot of new techniques, and being given a lot more upgrades. I had a really beautiful session with one of Shauna L. Francis's friends, and I like to say colleagues, I guess, at this point, and part of all of our team. You know, we're all part of the same tribe, part of the same team, and we were doing a lot of timeline adjustments. And yeah, I was given a lot of beautiful upgrades from some of her team and some new beings that I'd never met before. And yeah, the energy is just like nothing else I can describe. And I'm learning so much, and I couldn't be more grateful. You know, I'm finally in a place of where I'm able to be held as well in my spaces and seek validation for the things that I'm doing, and you know, ask questions to people that have been on this journey for a much longer time than I. And I'm so grateful for their energy and for their consistent support, and yeah, for their understanding. You know, there's a lot of changes happening that I'm having to catch up with, I think, at this time, and a lot of information I'm having to kind of work backwards. I got all of this energy and I didn't know where it was coming from, why I had it, or what exactly I was supposed to be doing with it. So I'm very much working backwards at this time, and I've been delving into a lot more understanding of you know, Satanism, Lucifer, where the Antichrist comes from, and all of the different, I guess, sectors of the planet, of how people connect in with that energy and why they have, and where that correlates now and why that might be making an appearance here. And I think the one thing that I've been understanding and learning this week is that there is a definite kind of a ripple effect that happens throughout history. So I've been reading about you know, myths, legends, that sort of thing, and seeing how it's playing out now in our timelines, and understanding that it has been brought back around again for us to be able to conquer this time and to take it down. And that's very much where I've been this week, and I'm being given the okay that I can share this. So I've been in some very intricate spaces with some very powerful people, some names that you would know, some celebrities in fact, and being able to be put in a holding with them so that they would be able to receive messages from me and receive my understanding of where I think they are in their journey and how they might have strayed a little bit too far from their path, and you know, that the light is calling them back. So that's been a really profound experience. And yeah, just, you know, every week something new blows my mind, but this week has been a whole new level of everything that I just didn't think possible, and I couldn't be more grateful. There is definitely a strong feeling of AI making an appearance to me right now. This is not something that I have been involved in up until this point, but that was something I was working on this weekend, the understanding that there is a lot of people that you see on your screens that aren't who you think they are. They are clones of the original, and that's been brought to my attention this week. And, you know, to those that resonates with, you know, I want to say that you are right. I think a lot of you have had a lot of questions and a lot of question marks around certain beings and people and understandings, and this is your confirmation that everything that you've been thinking about and questioning, you are right to question. And I think we are coming to a time when there is a lot of disclosure, but also there has been a lot of collapse of some very strong institutions this week that I've seen taken place, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out. But I'm sort of seeing it on the peripherals right now, and sort of seeing small pockets of these things being brought to the light, and I'm so grateful. I've been delving into a lot of spaces that I wasn't sure why I was seeing this, but I now understand it, so I can see everything just before it happens, so I can bring it all to you and help you make it make sense to you, because I think from the outskirts some things aren't as obvious, so I think I'm going to be able to bring you my understanding alongside some things that you might be seeing in the media at this time, and definitely moving forward, so that we can come to the understanding of what is actually happening. Because what I realize is that the media has one story that is definitely a watered down version of what is actually happening, and thankfully we are receiving that information from the front line, from those in the know. And for those that resonates with, we are in a very strong position right now to be getting the truth of everything, and that's something that I've always strived for my entire life, and I'm very grateful to be in a position where my questions can be answered now. And yeah, we're just receiving the truth, everyone. But I have a very supportive message from the Galactic Alliance for those that might find themselves here for the first time. This is my connection to the Galactic Federation of Light, which they call themselves the Galactic Alliance over here. And there was a very strong energy of a Syrian representative to begin with, and then the full Galactic Alliance, as I would normally feel them, resonance came in, and I was very grateful for that, because I know that they are super busy at this time. So yeah, I was really grateful to receive their nourishing essence. But I will go ahead. And they started with, "Hello, dear beautiful souls. We are so very sorry for our absence. It has been a very difficult time for us with the battles and timeline foul play. This has been taking up much of our energy and our concentration. This is not to say that we have not been holding you so tightly in our arms. We know that many of you have been asking what exactly is happening with the Schumann resonance, and we wish to inform you that Mother Gaia is ready. She's been preparing for this moment for a very, very long time, and we are reaching energies that we have never been able to access before, and this is because of all of you. Your collective energy is so strong at this time, and we couldn't be more grateful. We see you all standing strong in your power, and we are so deeply grateful for all of this. It is a wonderful sight to behold. We wish we had more positive news to share. However, it has come to a stage in our journey where we ask for your guidance and your assistance. As some of you have been aware for some time, the idea of the negative forces have been something we've been battling with from all angles for a very long time. However, there is a strong essence of a particular fractal which we would like to send positive energy to. There has been ceremony recently to help strengthen the connection to the satanic order, and we wish to send love and light to those who are seemingly still so trapped within this paradigm. Those that feel the call, you will have the ability to come forward and to be a shining light at this time. We wish to put a team together to hold a space of healing for all those still trapped in this negative confederation. We know many of you that find yourselves here have been connected to timelines and past selves that have been deeply resonant with all of that we share within this fractal. Please know that many involvement you have been, past or present timelines, this is so that you may now step forward and fight within the light. This is also a message to those still struggling. We see you and we know you. It is time for you to come home. You no longer need to stay where you are. There has been many signs guiding you to come home, and now is that time. This is where we would like to remind all to please be vigilant at this time for those that might not be seeking the same path as you. Send them love and show them that this is the righteous path. We know that for many of you, this has meant distancing yourselves from certain groups, relationships, and seemingly safe spaces. We appreciate all that you have done for the light and the work you have chosen to take part in this lifetime. Please be reminded that all is always paid in kind, and you are gifted by many of your teams and your guardians for all the work that you do. You shall never live in lack or drought. This is a myth we are all trying to dispel at this time. Seeking the path of the light will always mean you will live in abundance. The only price you must pay is seeking your own soul's guidance. There are no contracts for your heart here. If it is for one soul's heart to another. On that sweet note, we shall leave you here for today. There will be more in due course. We are so sorry that we do not have much more to share. Some situations are still being fine-tuned in the balance. We will come forward with more information when the time is right. We have an immeasurable love for you all, the Galactic Alliance. And I've been feeling this understanding that souls are being called back. Those that have been very much in the strongholding of the dark, they're being called back to the light. That is what I've been doing this week. And, you know, there are some very... there's some very deep and strong contracts that were being rewritten in some work that I was doing, and it just absolutely blew my mind. You know, we're talking centuries worth of work that is being rewritten at this time, and you know, I can't even put into understanding quite all that we are doing in the spaces that we find ourselves in, and in our own personal work. I say we are creating such energy and such resonance. You know, it is being recorded, it is being felt by Mother Gaia herself. She is speaking back to us, and I couldn't be more grateful for all the confirmations we are receiving, and the synchronicities in my life has just been astounding this weekend especially, and that is filtering out to people that I know my personal spaces, and I see them prospering at this time. I see them growing, I see them receiving all the guidance that they need, and I couldn't be more grateful for everything that is happening. So for those that are still struggling, know that you will see the light, you will find the light. And if you are someone that is being called back to the light at this time, you know, remember that you will be able to be in full capacity of your light body, and this is just something that you chose to go through, and this is something that I've chose to go through, and this is something that I'm still working with. It is still a lot of this negative energy that I harbor in my being, because I'm having to transmute it through my own being. And this is something I've really had to try and get my head around this week, is that, you know, I'm here to fight the darkness, and this was one of my major missions why I came here. And that has completely taken me by surprise, because for the longest time on my journey I was told that I wouldn't be facing any of that energy, and you know, I know that I was told that because it just wasn't the right time. So for some that might have been told that this wasn't your work and now you're feeling a resonance, there's your confirmation. And for those that have been in the dark for such a long time, know that you've been in there to learn this energy, to understand this energy. And for those of you that know that, you know, you have been in those situations and perhaps done things you aren't proud of, you have been there to learn this energy so that now you can fight it with all that you have. And that is definitely something that I've experienced. That is definitely something that I've been told that I've done. And, you know, I've seen timelines in my lifetimes where I haven't been for the light, and that was something really shocking to me and really difficult to process. But now I understand it all, and I can see it from a higher perspective. So, you know, if you're feeling shame, guilt, fear, those are real low frequencies, and that is something this negative energy really wants you to stay into. And please know that there is always forgiveness for you here. There is always forgiveness within the Light Renegades. And if you just want to step forward to be witnessed, to be signed back into the light, that is something that we can do for you. We wish to help you step out of the darkness and back into the light. And you know, we see you, we hear you, and there's nothing that you have done that will shock us. There is nothing that you can do that will scare us. There is nothing that you can say to make us think less of you. We see you as a sovereign being, and we know that you have done this for a reason, and that is why you have found us, and that is why you feel called to us, and that is why we are here, to bring souls back into the light. So please do remember that. And if you have fear about reaching out to us, you know, our hearts are completely open, and we stand alongside you. All of us Light Renegades have agreed to be working with this darker energy. So that means we have harbored this energy within ourselves. This means that we have all been in timelines and lifetimes where we have been in less than favorable situations, and you know, we have been fighting for the darkness, and that is so we can understand it, and so that we can be even stronger now fighting it. And I understand that, and I see why it has to happen. So know that you have been a soul that did that too, if you find yourself here. And I feel like there is going to be how do I want to word this? It's going to be beings brought to us that, you know, you might not know why you are drawn to me. I might be seemingly not the sort of person that you want to connect with, or not in the same ranking as you, as I wish I want to say. I feel like I should say. So know that there is a reason for that too. And it's really difficult to try and describe, you know, I'm not what you see here. And this is something that I've really had to get my head around, you know, doing all of this work, because I see my 3D body in the mirror and I think, how am I capable of doing all the things that I do? And I know that some of you feel that too, and some of you are getting stuck at this time feeling like that you are just making all of this up, or all of this is in your head. And I'm here to say you're not. You are completely validated here, and this is what you came here to do. And forget that you are not just what you see in the mirror. You are so much more than that, and your energy has, and your soul has lived for so many lives, so many centuries, millennia. And there are some very, very, very old souls here, I know that. So don't get tripped up by what you see in the mirror, everyone. And to those that are seeking perhaps to be able to be seeing more clearly at this time, just ask for a lot of clarity. There is a lot of distortion happening at this time, and this was something that was coming forward over the weekend with this Gemini new moon that we had. So please keep an eye on the moon cycles, everyone. I know that this might not be your area that you want to be looking into, but there is definitely something in the energies of the moon cycles and the astrological placements that really do have a strong effect on those that connect into resonant energy. And all of us starseeds especially, it's something that really deeply affects us at an energetic level. And it wasn't until I started to understand this and really take note that I can see a definite pattern, things that show up in my life. It's like literally right on clockwork, I'm like, what sign is he where now? And it's like, of course this is happening. So please keep an eye on the planets, please keep an eye on the astrological charts, and take a little deeper look into your own. And I will mention this again, your north and south node, and making sure you know your north and south node placements, and knowing where you are supposed to be seeking your highest alignment. This will help you choose between what situations might be being brought to you at this time. I'm definitely being brought a lot of scenarios at this time, and having to understand what I should be stepping forward into, what I should be leaving to the past, and where, I might just want to be dipping a toe in to see where it takes me. And I think some of you might find yourselves here now. There's been a lot of things from the past making a reappearance in my life that I just absolutely wasn't expecting. So just be aware of that too, everyone, and know that you can seek guidance, come back, take a step back. You don't have to make answers right away, and come back to self before anything else, everyone. And call in your teams of light to help you make any decisions. And for those still fighting the darkness, I did release a negative energy and entity removal meditation. Please go in with that, with all the information from the description. Please do not go in without some protection. And to those that might want some extra help within that, you can book in times with me to help be clearing your energy, or to be discussing your connection to anything that might be you might be struggling with at this time. Darker energies, darker entities, difficult situations. Please do reach out to us, Light Renegades, and we will discover how best to help you. We all have our different capacities and our different strategies to be checking in with all of you. And we are so close to the website coming out, everyone, so you'll be able to delve in a little bit deeper into all that we are offering and what we have to share with you. But thank you for your patience, everyone, and yeah, I will be back in due course. There's a lot of energy at this time, so please be grounding, everyone, all of that beautiful energy that's coming in for us. But that is all that I have to share from today, everyone. Please do take care, and it's been really nice to be back and be set in your energy.